Hi, welcome to our construction training video. Topic for this video is plastering work.
Do you know what is plastering? Plastering is the process of covering rough and uneven surfaces with a plastic material, called plaster or mortar, to obtain an even, smooth, regular, clean and durable surface. Objectives of plastering: to provide an even, smooth, regular, clean, and durable finishes surface with improved appearance. To preserve and protect the surface. To conceal defective workmanship. To provide suitable surface for painting. Properties of good plastering. It should be hard and durable. It should be cheap and economical. It should adhere to the background and remain adhered during all climatic changes. It should effectively check the penetration of moisture from the surfaces. It should not contract in volume while drying and setting. Plastering materials: cement, or lime, or gypsum, sand, water. Types of plastering. There are several different types of plaster available, such as 1. Lime plaster. 2. Cement plaster. 3. Gypsum plaster. Lime plaster is a type of plaster composed of hydrated lime, sand and water. Cement plaster is made by mixing Portland cement, sand and water. Gypsum plaster is made from gypsum and is also known as the plaster of Paris. Cement to sand ratio of plastering. Cement to sand ratio for base mortar is 1:3. Meanwhile, for finish mortar is 1:3.5. Getting the mix ratio right is critical, as it determines the durability of plaster work. If the mix is too weak, plaster can crack quickly and may not adhere to the wall properly. On the other hand, strong mixes are prone to shrinkage cracks. It is preferable to mix the ingredients in a mixer. Dry mortar is mixed initially, and thereafter water is added to the dry mix to get the required consistency. Plastering thickness. Plastering thickness refers to the amount of plaster applied to a surface during the plastering process. Recommended thicknesses for base coat is 5 mm to 7 mm. Middle coat is 0 mm to 9 mm. Finish coat is 6 mm to 10 mm. The thickness can vary depending on several factors, including the type of surface being plastered and the desired finish. Procedure of plastering work. Procedure of plastering work can be divided into: general requirement, surface preparation, preparation of mortar, applying base coat, applying finishing coat, curing of plastering work. General requirement: ensure that material, samples and method statement have been submitted and approved by the consultant. Surface preparation: all surfaces to be plastered and rendered shall be clean. There should be no oil or grease etc. left on surfaces. Place X mesh between brick and reinforced concrete. In order to get uniform thickness of plastering throughout the wall surface, first level peg on the wall. Check the verticality of level pegs, one over the other, by means of plumb bob. Preparation of mortar. Mix cement and sand taking required proportion and add a sufficient amount of water. Mixing of materials can be done manually, or by using machine mixing. Applying base coat. Place mortar, 1:3 mixture, on brick or concrete, and press enough by trowel to even the thickness. Cover the place when install X mesh at the stage of base coat. After leveling, left the base coat to set but not to dry, and then roughen it to form a key to the second coat of plaster. Applying finishing coat. Apply the finishing coat with wooden floats to a true even surface, and using a steel trowel, give it a finishing touch. After the overall finishing coat work, use plastering derby to make the surface flat based on leveling. Curing of plastering work. After completion of the plastering work, it is kept wet by sprinkling water for at least 7 days, in order to develop strength and hardness. Next, we will learn about defects in plastering. 1. Cracking. 2. Blistering. 3. Efflorescence. 4. Flaking and peeling. 1. Cracking. The cracks can be formed due to thermal expansion or rapid drying, movements in the background or in the plaster itself. Improper preparation of the old surface, poor workmanship, or due to excessive shrinkage of the plaster, which occurs when the coat is too thick. 2. Blistering. This defect is due to late slaking of the lime particles in the plaster. It appears as swellings in the form of small patches of the plastered surface. 3. Efflorescence. Efflorescence is a whitish crystalline substance on the surface of a wall. These patches disappear in wet climates and reappear in dry climates. It can be managed to some extent by repeated dry brushing and washing. 4. Flaking and peeling. Small loose masses are formed on plastered surfaces due to failure of bonding between the coats, known as flaking. If a small portion comes off the surface and a patch is formed, known as peeling. Precautions to be taken while plastering. 1. Ensure proper bonding between the surface of masonry and plaster. 2. All loose material sticking to the masonry should be removed before plastering. 3. The joints should be cleaned by brushing or scraping with wire brushes. 4. The uniform level is tested with plumb bob before filling the portions between the screeds. 5. Specified cement, sand ratio should be used while making cement mortar. That's all from this construction training video. Thank you for watching.